So hello everyone, I'm back today with a pick a card reading. It has been a little bit of it's been a while since I have done a reading, so I'm very excited to be back today for you. I wanted to announce that I have some new services for offer on Fiverr right now, and if you'd like to get some sort of service from me, you can check them out. I'll leave the link below. I am going to do 3 pick-a-piles today, and these are the cards that I'm going to use, so I'm going to go ahead and shuffle. I am Jennifer, and I am an intuitive tarot card reader. I do read the cards intuitively. I'm a channel for twin flames, and I also do energy healing. I do energy shifting and healing, releasing. I do spirit release therapy and twin flame checks. I can also clear spaces. So I primarily work with deep soul connections and twin flames. And oh, this music is being distracting. Okay. And right now what I'm being kind of called to read for in this reading is how does the masculine feel, especially if you're in separation. That's what's coming through. There is a little bit of a sense of a tide turning, like when horses go around the end of a racetrack, or a car goes around the end of a racetrack and it kind of slingshots out the other side. There's a little bit of that feeling of the energy gathering momentum to come back around. So they're showing me the evil eye as a symbol of protection right now. Some of you are worried that that your masculine is not protected. They are protected. As always, the best course of action for you is, as the leader, is to keep your energy and focus on yourself. Where your attention goes, that's where the connection's attention goes. So focusing on yourself is the best course of action. I do this reading here to offer you some respite and assurance that everything will be okay. So hopefully that's what's going to come through in these cards. I'm going to deal the 3 piles. And then you can try to take a moment to see what you're feeling, what you're called to, what you're drawn to. Well, let's save this for last. Okay. It should be a short reading though. I'm going to use 2 tarot decks and 2 oracle decks, and the first pile will be criticizing one another will only lead to further unhappiness. Love and accept each other as you are, and your relationship will magically transform. The second one is power. You instinctively know what is right for you, and you have the power to say no or to walk away at any time. And I do feel a very strong message coming through about taking your power back. And this third pile is time. You're trying too hard. Give it time. So this is the overall message. Let there be closeness between you, but always give each other space. Love never claims, it simply allows and gives. So what they're bringing through to me is that, you know, this unconditional love does accept all things and gives space. It doesn't cling or ever want and need things. All right, so we're going to get started with pile 1. So this first card, criticizing one another will only lead to further unhappiness. If you right now are being stuck in unhappiness or stuck in an unhappy situation, the guides are coming through to let you know that you do have the power to either shift and transform this situation that you feel stuck in, or to make a better situation for yourself. So as we go into this last quarter of 2020, you're going to find that there is a bit of a shaking of the foundation, they're showing me. So things can resettle, kind of like shaking a jar and a bunch of rocks resettling. Anywhere that you're blocking your own power. Oh, when I do healings like this, if you want them, say yes. If you don't, just ignore it or say no. It's always based on your free will. So if you, anywhere that you are self-sabotaging, blocking your own power, or keeping yourself from ascension, let us clear, undelete, unstory, and unblock that now across all time, space, and dimension. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Just done. That was a huge amount of energy. All right. We have the Queen of Wands in reverse with the Ten of Swords. The Three of Swords in reverse and the Chariot. So you may be very much feeling out of your power, not in communication at this time. As I said, I do feel that there's a lot of separation. That's very interesting, isn't it? They may have left you for a third party, and you may be healing right now over that situation. When we have the Three of Swords in reverse, those swords are falling out. If there was a third party situation, this is really the only card I read third party for. I know a lot of other readers, use Three of Cups and other things. This is the only card that I read third party for. If anything was chosen over you, not just another person, at this time they are realizing that that was not the correct route to go. That was not, they're no longer progressing in that situation. It does look like now you've had so much pain that you're realizing that it's time to move out of that situation, out of that pain, and you are wanting to move forward. However, it doesn't quite feel, the time is upon you. It's coming upon you now. So right now there's no communication. There is still this deep attraction and desire to get to know each other. There is this, the message that's coming through is that you can't keep putting your, it's like you're taking your desire to enjoy life and putting it in the bank for the future. And what's needed to happen now is a restoration of your subtle and etheric bodies. You do have some negative attachments to you at this time still. These could be people. This could be events also. They are taking your energy and you are giving them a lot of your power. And at this time, it's time for you to basically, like they're showing me a cocoon where you can truly feel safe. Because if you're going through the 9 and 10 of Swords, you're feeling pretty bad. And the 3 of Swords. So you're feeling pretty mentally drained, hurt, your heart is broken, sadness, loss, misfortune, and you are definitely not feeling in your power and not trusting your intuition right now. And this may be leading you to criticize a lot of other people instead of looking at yourself and saying, well, this isn't what was best for me, and this pain is indicating that. And I need now to, all these shells right here around her, you know, for me, those are really like, they're holding knowledge and wisdom and coming around her to protect her and knowing that everything will be okay despite what's been happening. You really need to be very gentle with yourself right now. You can see this beautiful lotus flower blossoming out of her third eye into her crown, and these beautiful spiritual lessons that you're going to see with your intuition blossoming into a connection with spirit that can never be broken, that can never be no one can touch that ever. So I do want to just take another card here. For whatever reason, they're asking me to do this. All right. So the King of Pentacles, he is thinking about you. He knows that he has hurt you, and he knows that right now your emotions are blocked. You have put this lid on your cup, and that's all that there is for right now. The interesting thing is that he very much does know that you're okay. You're okay, and I do think there will be some sort of valuable offer made. Right now you're both okay by yourselves, but there will be some sort of valuable, small reaching out here at some point with a recognition of the fact that emotionally it wasn't as, he wasn't as thoughtful as he could be. And I use the pronouns she and he, but please apply it to your situation as it fits. Okay, because we are facing this decision here. We are facing a movement forward, but it is also to know that you will come out of this situation when the time is right for you, having healed and making the decision that's right for you. And this, you know, this is always a very spiritual card. This communication might not come till Sagittarius season. It may come sometime between Sagittarius and Cancer season is what I'm seeing. That is, you know, takes time sometimes, these relationships. So I hope that has helped you. I'm very sorry that you've gone through this situation where you're feeling this much pain, because this is pretty much the most amount of pain you could possibly be feeling. And you know, we only go to the depths equal to that which we can rise, right? So whatever's broken your heart, know that your heart will heal, and you will then be a light for others who find themselves in this very, very dark place. And you will hold a tremendous amount of love in your heart. Okay, also, if you want to get a service from me, I am offering a couple services on Fiverr. I know people have been asking me to do this, so I will leave the link below, and I will be at some point doing personal readings. And I want to thank you very much for listening, liking, subscribing, and sharing. It means the world to me. And now we're going to go on to Pile 2, power. So they are saying that you are coming into your power. This situation where you felt like, oh man, whew, holy moly. These are heavy piles, but that's okay. That's what we're here for, right? That's what we're here. This is you coming out of these situations where you really felt desolate. You really felt completely abandoned in certain ways and unfair, and someone treated you in a very cold way. And that's interesting because we also had Queen of Wands in the reverse in the first pile. So if you're feeling called to the first pile, go ahead and watch it. That was more heartbreak. This is more of a desolation. And I do feel you're coming out of this. I do feel that there was an unfair, unjust situation that was meant to bring you into greater power. You know, you may have felt locked out or shut out or driven out or completely abandoned. You may have felt just totally like something was completely unfair, and you had no power to deal with this. This may or may not have involved your masculine. I'm seeing for some it does, and for some it doesn't. And either way, they may have been on the periphery for you. Like they may have stood by and done nothing, and that may have hurt you too. Let's see what else we have here. Oh, I had 4 cards and I didn't even. So interesting. Okay. 2 5s, 2 7s, 3 7s. Okay. So this is definitely a spiritual experience for you. I'm getting just such a heavy, heavy feeling. You may have expressed how much you needed love and support, and Spirit is coming through to say that you deserve this love and support that you didn't get. You may have reached out and said, look, I need you, and they may not have been there for you. And this may have pushed you way out of your power because, there's a lot of, you may be dealing with a Cancer or a Libra, a fire sign or an Aries, but you don't have to be. There's a lot of fire in this reading, and it's making me feel like, since every card we had is in the reverse, it's just making me feel like your power was stripped away, and you were really, really struggling with this. At this point, at your lowest point, they're showing me that this is here to bring you into trusting yourself more and creating this life that you want in particular. You are not feeling the sun right now. You are not feeling anything. And I do feel like there is a similarity to pile 1 where, you got to go inward and you've got to trust yourself, and you're not even seeing these 2 cups right here still standing. You're just seeing like nothing. And I really am sorry for you. I'm going to go ahead and offer a healing. If you'd like it, please say yes. If you don't, just ignore it or say no. I want me to show you the smoky quartz. All right. Anything blocking you being in your full power, taking full responsibility for your life and all your emotions and the direction which your life is headed, please Uncreate, destroy, and destroy it now across all time, space, and dimension. Thank you. I could feel that come off my heart here. All right, we'll take a couple more cards. I will say that your masculine is not super present in this reading. I feel like that they, you two are mirroring each other, so they may be, they maybe just have really gone off and to do their own thing. They may have taken too much power for themselves and also just not wanted to make a decision on moving forward, and they may be standing in judgment of themselves right now. They may be going through this time of wanting to move into something a lot more stable and victorious, and I just get the sense of a silence here. And this card in particular is standing out, that Spirit is really coming to you and surrounding you with signs and symbols and animals, plants, and the lushness and abundance of nature, of your abundant nature, to know that you do have this power inside of you. And if you haven't found it yet, you just need to keep looking for it. You need to really take the time to examine who you're giving your power away to and why. And this is something we all have to do. It's really important to find that courage inside of yourself and understand what it means to be authentic and really live your own truth. So, all right, I'm going to move on to pile 3 now. And I did say this for the rest of the groups, if you do want any of my services, you can find them on Fiverr. I'll put the link below. Also, I will be doing private readings soon here. So, thank you for subscribing and sharing, and I really appreciate it. And I'm going to go on to pile 3. All right, hi pile 3. You have this card of time. You are trying too hard, give it time. Somebody is, all 3 piles, there hasn't been communication, I don't believe. Or it's been, not good communication. Finally, we have a little bit of a presence here of the masculine, because the other 2 piles did not. It does look like there was some sort of either separation or lack of communication where you just wouldn't put up with shady tactics anymore, and that has begun to shift. What I see is that you decided to no more emotions. You decided to kind of withhold your emotions, and because you were sick of putting up with this breadcrumbing and sneaking around, and you decided to retreat. You decided to take your light away, and I do think you just decided to give it time, or you are deciding to give it time, and that has forced this masculine to want to perhaps come forward. Or maybe they were coming in and out of your life and you just told them, look, what's up? That's not how things go around here, and I need better than that, because, or they may still be trying to do this, and you may be like, I think I'm over this situation right now, because I just can't. Let's see what the rest of the cards are saying. Forgiving and learning. That's good. Retreat. I do feel like you retreated. And inspiration and receiving. I do feel like you stepped more into your feminine power. Take a few more cards here. And perhaps you were really just giving too much emotions away to the situation, and maybe you forgave yourself, but maybe you also forgave them and understood that this is, about you more than it's about them. And you decided to just be inspired in a more, for a higher level commitment. Yeah, you're waiting until, isn't that so interesting when that happens? You're waiting and you want more. You're waiting and you want more. You're waiting and you want more, and it's going to turn around for you. Oh, I wish that card was not there. So if you've experienced heartbreak over this, I'm very sorry. I'll take one more of that. If there was a new relationship that they went into, I do believe that that's going to not last any, but, and you will be coming out of this Four of Swords energy, and you will have this balance, right? I actually do see this happening between now and Sagittarius season, where there was this imbalance in the Two Cups. I think it's moving to much more balanced recognition. Okay, so I do see right now you're really withholding your feelings, and you're really feeling hurt. You are not trusting yourself with your feelings, and you are not understanding that these feelings have a purpose. Anywhere that I'm going to offer you a healing, if you'd like it, say yes. If you don't, say no, or just ignore it. Anywhere that you're blocking yourself from trusting your feelings, trusting what's in your heart, trusting yourself to feel your feelings and know that you are capable of processing them and understanding them, that they will not overwhelm you. Anywhere you've convinced yourself that feelings are not to be trusted, let's destory, uncreate this now across all time, space, and dimension. Sorry, sometimes I just have to listen. And they do also very much want me to have you work with the violet flame here. You may not always understand why things happen. However, there's always a higher purpose to the events in your life. Through turmoil, a blessing will soon be revealed. Okay, so whatever's gone on here, it's bringing you a blessing. It's bringing you, they just want you to follow your own heart. They want you to follow your own rhythm. They want you to inspire yourself and become an inspiration to others. And, right now you're begging for anything, or you were begging for anything, and you were doing anything to get it. And they want you to see that, this is in yourself, and you are being watched over, and you can receive all that you want just by being yourself. When you speak your truth, you can receive everything that you want. So I do see the 9 and the 0 here. I do think that you will be starting a new cycle soon. That's what I'm getting off of this. It depends on you releasing this heartache and learning to love every moment of your own life. That's what they're telling me. So I am offering services on Fiverr. If you do want any, I'll put the link below. I really appreciate you being here, liking, sharing, and subscribing. If you have any ideas for readings, I'd love to hear them in the comment section. And thank you. Much love on your journey. Bye.